lineup here in this second game. But they do go to the Emo, Faceless Void, and Dust back in the mid lane with that Zeus.
Okay, so they swap things around a bit. Maybe that's a new thing for IG, where they're going to play mid lane specifically by Dust, and they're not going to swap things around as much as they did throughout the DPC. I want to see how much Dust is going to be able to do on Zeus. Like, this is the hero that receives some of the buffs, but also a bit of a nerf when it comes down to his ulti. So less damage, but it also now deals percentage of max HP. So that's going to be really good scaling into the late game. And you also have like damage coming out on the current HP on your Arc Lightning.
So yeah, having that 10% at level 3. So we'll have to see what they do here. Is Chalice already looking and maybe putting himself in an interesting spot if Emo moves in with the rest of IG to go to the top room. But we'll see if we get a pre-horn fight as they find themselves Somnus. They've got themselves the Impale. Blood Grenades. Somnus, he's running away, trying to get out of the exchange, and he's done so, but at least teaming by himself will also walk it out. They do end up getting 2 apiece on the bounty runes.
Hey, it's a great start. Pushing out Somnus out of the lane. Like, he needs to bring definitely some extra regen. What is he bringing? A healing salve immediately. He's also been fed a tango by FY.
Not exactly where you want to be at the start, and obviously he doesn't want to take the refraction early, but you can see Dust just putting the damage on as the the moves are coming out from IG. New Zealand PYW having a little bit of fun in their lane. Already battery assault, but the Impale landing bottom lane it's just pressure being put on, and that's what you really want to see from a Clockwork, right? Just running in, pushing them, making sure TB's got a lane of his own, especially once they hit that level 2. Maybe they get the cogs around one of these heroes, and Lou gets himself another first blood.
I think this time they're going to have much easier lane on IG. It's like Nixus Acid, not a strong laner, but he can stop Clockwork from getting in with Impale, with Spike Carapace. Also, the off lane on the top lane from Azure Ray, I feel like this lane should do really well for them. FY on Rubik, Chalice on Dawnbreaker, who's already level 2. They were thinking about maybe going in, using Celestial Hammer to close the gap, but not gonna do it. FY does have Blood Grenade available and another Fade Bolt, so zoning out QIQX, completely pushing him towards the mid lane, almost near the tier 1 tower.
Not where he wants to be. And of course, when you're looking at Rubik, FY's Rubik, you do get that Bleak Hallucination set, which is always
I was waiting.
Great. It took me 2 minutes. We had to talk about FY first before I could just throw it out like that. But it's that on his Rubik and his Tusk, but it's always a classic. There's no showcase button anymore. I think it's like a hotkey now, but I gotta like go through a bunch of steps. There it is. Can't do it from the portrait. Always nice to see as he's going for QIQX. Doesn't have enough mana to get the Fade Bolt out, but he does get that first blood anyway and add it to the stats. He's got himself a first blood by himself. That was great.
Solo XP for him, not too bad. Also leaving solo XP to Chalice, who's level 3 right now, Celestial Hammer. Emo does have 1-1-1 build, so whenever he uses Time Walk, I feel like Azure Ray is going to start to play aggressive in this one.
So, good cogs. They've got the meta. Zeal taking some damage, so will PYW, but the Spike Carapace will take care of that. Also in the top lane, Telekinesis, Emo still getting run at here as FY maybe wanting himself another kill. But not quite getting it just yet. I was taking a look on my own at the items that FY's got on. He's got that Immortal, and you know what he's got in the Inscribed Gems? Burrow Strike stuns, max stun arrows, and 3 hero Dream Coils.
As a Rubik, you can actually do those things.
He's got 0 3 hero Dream Coils, though. So
what a scrub.
A bad Rubik player. Gosh. Yeah, I mean, it's already, again, it's not as bad as it was before, but already looking quite nice. However, Somnus against Dust is the matchup that we really should be putting a lot of focus on there. They're just about even at the moment. 19-4 to the 18-2.
And Somnus did a good job coming back after having a horrible start, pretty much. He was down to 15% HP. We'll pick up the water rune, bottle it up, refill some of the charges.
At least just trying to stay positive in this lane, and all three on the top of the CS are all part of Azure Ray for the moment. And a lot of that, at least for the TB, is brought to you by the fact that Tiaming, he is just moving forward and constantly throwing this battery assault on these heroes, and it's giving Lu an easy time on the TB once again in this lane.
The thing about Nature's Prophet, the new Nature's Prophet who maxes out Sprout, at least puts like 2 points in Sprout, I don't know if he wants to put more than that, is you need to buy Quelling Blade whenever you lane against him. So some extra gold spent on that, extra 100 as a position 5. You probably don't want to buy it, but you have to, otherwise you're stuck, you're getting the damage, and there it is.
Sprout coming through. He does have that Quelling Blade on Tiaming, so right now Zeal just sitting at that level 3. As FY still playing forward. Both these supports not afraid to just put the pressure on these heroes, and FY just constantly throwing out these right clicks and the fade bolts. They're able to catch Emo without a time walk. That's when they really want to put their foot on his throat and make sure that this lane goes great for Chalice, which is certainly possible if like a Starbreaker comes out and Emo feels the presence of mind to go to the time walk back.
Love the build on Chalice this game. Double Bracer into Urn, which is going to turn into Spirit Vessel, so healing's not going to be as good. Have a little bit of extra healing as well after the Solar Guardian. Oof.
Down low, going down, and again, it's that Battery Assault Cogs combo with the Metamorphosis that they use to get that kill. They catch him without the help of PYW, who's over in the mid lane. So Somnus is level 6, looking to get the 6-minute rune, and they're going to bring everybody in. Telekinesis is used by FY. Zeal comes in. He's got that Sprout. All these heroes here. PYW going to follow it up with an Impale. Somnus trying to survive in time to get the refraction off again. Oh, walks away from this as Tiaming's running forward with the battery assault. Somnus comes in with a refraction. He'll get the kill in a QIQX. Spike Carapace. That'll hit, but not do enough just yet. Impel comes through. Somnus gets himself a double kill. Zeal's got a double. Now they're going to look over at FY. Do they have the damage and the chase potential while the Terrorblade's taking the tier 1 over bottom? It's not looking likely, so FY's the only ones to survive, but they're losing this bottom tier 1 tower.
I was about to say, this is not worth it. You just TP'd as a position 3, Nature's Prophet level 3, and you lose a tower.
You don't have a place to farm anymore.
Yeah, like you're gonna need to farm here. At least he's playing a hero that has a bit of a global presence, so even if the lane's pushed in, he can still contribute to a team fight by TPing or using Wrath of Nature. Chalice would definitely love to get a kill, so he has a point, has one charge of Urn, at least to heal himself. Well, one way to get it is to die, and then you get it for free. And a free TP. This is actually not a bad idea.
What, dying?
Yeah. It's 100 gold
in
for TP
Dota?
scroll, Urn of Shadows in terms of gold. That's like 400 heal. That's healing cell, so that's 200 gold.
That's a good investment. Who knew dying could feel so good? Chalice getting run at here. Zeal comes in, and they'll go to the Starbreaker. Lands on 2. Now he's going to the ult, trying to survive. Gets up into the air, and it will land, but he ends up dying anyway. There's the reflection. Lu coming in. Emo's going to be able to time walk away for some distance. Zeal is going to get sprouted up and killed.
Wish granted. Dawnbreaker got that Urn of Shadows charge. It was it was very close, and mid Dust will get the kill.
And Dust with PYW there, and they're also going to bring Emo in and throw the Chronosphere onto Somnus. He doesn't have refraction anymore. He's going to try and get a kill here on Emo, but the bashes are enough, and with PYW there, he's got the Mind Flare to get the kill, but Emo ends up dying to Chalice.
That's a double.
And they'll take out QIQX.
Managed to get the Urn of Shadows charge before. at least IG like having a much better laning stage compared to the previous game. So
another tower
that's working
gone
out for them. It's just that Lou, whenever he has meta, seems like he's gonna take the tower. With next meta, go mid and take it. He's been pretty silent, same as in the previous game where he was, you know, getting stuff from the lane and then not showing up until the team decided that they need him, that they can't take fight 4 versus 5. Another move from Chalice. This is a big one again.
He's all over the place, and they're gonna find Zeal. Yeah, just break those trees up. He's got the Celestial Hammer at level 4. Starbreaker lays down on top of him, and one more right click from Chalice to get the kill on a Zeal. PYW trying to help, but unable to do so, and now already 3 deaths on Zeal. It's a little bit of a struggle in terms of the game here for him already at 9 minutes in.
Yeah, he's not gonna scale. Like, he's going for the same items as Dawnbreaker. It's just that Dawnbreaker's having a much better game, and I do prefer Dawnbreaker on the offlane compared to the Nature's Prophet, just because of what she brings to the table. Emo, no Chronosphere, FY. Toying with him, didn't steal anything yet, probably wants a time walk. In terms of spells that they can steal this game, Nature's Prophet, you don't want to be stealing that stuff. Most likely you're going to be looking for either Impale, maybe Supernova if you can get it, and stuff from Zeus.
Dust fighting against Chalice, and Chalice now has the Sunray on him. Celestial Hammer forward, Dust is low, but the Impale with the Thunder God's Wrath. Well, PYW will get the kill. The Urn's not going to be enough damage on Dust, as FY still not stealing anything just yet. But Emo's sitting here kind of low. He's about to have Chrono, not about 20 seconds out. But we'll have that Chrono again soon, and now he steals that time dilation.
Just because he can. I don't think that's the spell he wanted after seeing that he said whoops after. And interesting build coming out from him. He's going for Mech on Rubik. Wants to tank up his team a little bit, which I don't mind. Not the item that we usually see. Let's see a bit of a global presence. Maybe NP wants to come.
FY?
Just gonna be ulti for now.
They're gonna try and go Celestial Hammer, though. Starbreaker. Oh, Emo dies inside his own Chrono. Oh dear. PYW with a Spike Carapace. FY and Chalice, they will get 2 kills. Chalice getting the last hit on both of them, but that is ultra bad for Emo.
Oh man, this has to suck. Like, they used Rat of Nature. Zeus didn't have ulti available. Oh, Heavenly Jump. Oh, not the perfectly executed one.
Solar Guardian down. Just trying to run. Zeal thinking about coming in. They're on top of him. They've got the Starbreaker, but that'll be stopped thanks to the Lightning Bolt. Still, the chase is on. Chalice is strong. A bash might save Dust. They've got the Sprout. They'll get the kill on a Chalice. He's in too far, but everybody had to react for that one. Rocket Flare just a bit short.
With the Urn of Shadows, they would get the kill on Dust, but Chalice pulling off Emo for a second there, and
FY down.
Well,
yeah.
let's see if they can get more.
Sprout and Cogs.
Said that the first one was very well executed this time. Azure Ray, not as crisp.
Yeah, finding themselves maybe playing overly confident with the diving under a tier 2 for a Zeus, knowing that there's plenty of heroes to react to that. Maybe an unfortunate bash as well. However, you are still diving a tier 2 that way. Hook shot lands from a distance. Emo time walks and then dances away. You can't do damage.
Hook shots. Sure, they connected on the hero, on Zeus, now on Faceless Void, but no real follow-up. I think they need the Rubik's Lift into Starbreaker to be able to execute that combo.
Still thinking about going in on to Lou, but they'll try to put some pressure onto the tier 1 tower. Nothing doing just yet. So let's see, as Dust almost has that phylactery. They're going to bring in Zeal. TP comes in for TMing, though, as he's got hookshot in 15 seconds, trying to defend the tower as best he can. Not the easiest tower to take, especially now with Chalice into the mix. He's got Solar Guardian available in 10 seconds, too. And they've also got the other 2 heroes coming around. Somnus as well as F-Flyer smoked up. Maybe looking to find somebody who's looking to exit the lane. They put a trap onto the high ground. and that'll spot Zeus if he's not careful. And now they're up on the high ground with the advantage of position.
That's the big one. If you can take out Zeus immediately, because right now they feel super strong. Fighting with Phylactery, you have Supernova available, PYW is cutting things out. With Vendetta, FY, and he steals it. Dust, just to steal Vendetta.
Ooh. That's pretty good. I don't mind that. Throwing some Seeds of Serenity down. That's going to heal up Lou. Love me some Seeds of Serenity. Wisdom Rune picked up by Zeal as he gets one, and the other one's bottled by Dust. And this is something that you can do with a Nature's Prophet that makes it really just, you have to be so vigilant on these Wisdom Runes, is you just TP in there, snipe it out, and TP back to your tower. And then the experience does start to favor you a little bit if you're able to keep it close.
We said both of these heroes, both supports on IG, they need levels, and Nyx Assassin level 7, same goes for Phoenix on the other side. Both supports also level 7, so keeping up with the enemy team is exactly where you want to be.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So, still though, extending the lead, 4,000 net worth lead as, well, Lou, again, just free farming. This is really unfortunate. I just think you can't continue to do that. And uses that Vendetta, then finds himself Time Walk. FY. Just a little bit of a poke there. As these heroes are converging again on both teams. Feeling it necessary to probably fight. Hookshot comes through to the back lines. They've got the cogs that push this Phoenix, but Dust, he's already dead. They'll get the trade in TMing, but that's not an equal exchange.
Definitely not. I feel like taking out Zeus immediately is exactly what Azure Ray wants to do. One hero we didn't talk too much about is Somnus. He's been on top of the network, farming, getting into Deso, and wants to pick up the shard after to have silence. This is going to be very valuable shard against Faceless Void, so he can time walk, Zeus can jump, Nyx can carapace, dive as well from Phoenix, so no, not really surprised that he wants to pick it up almost immediately after finishing off Blink Dagger and Deso. So, ooh, Somnus, there's a haste rune.
Telekinesis, and they've got the lockdown right now on PYW, but FY in some trouble. The Soul Guardian comes out. TMing getting low. The Thunder God's Wrath is going to be used with the Supernova drop down right next to the Chronosphere that's going to be placed on top of Somnus. They get the kill onto the Templar Assassin. They can't crack this egg. FY is going to be made into an omelet, and so is Chalice if he's not too careful. Lou comes into the fight. The damage on the emo, but there's the Time Walk out. They've got the Spirit Vessel on him, and Lou's going to die. He tried to turn around and maybe get a Sunder off, but instead he just falls.
Oh man, this is such a good fight for IG. I think this haste kind of baited them into a fight where they're like, oh, you know what? We can't die because I have Shield Rune as well, half the duration, like half of the HP left on it. And then they chronoed him, Supernova, the combo, Zeus with Phylactery, Fire Spirits, it immediately takes off your refraction, and after that, the fight is over. If Terrorblade was there, I don't know, like 3 seconds earlier, they could have gotten 2 kills, but yeah, IG having a much better game. Like we said that the draft is also good in game 2. It's just that they improved the execution.
So this time around, you know, they've got more control. They have a lot of synergies with their draft. FY getting that Time Walk. Chalice, Star Breaking. He's got Time Walk in 2 seconds, though, so time dilation and Time Walk out. While all that's going on, though, Zeal gonna die to Lou thanks to the hook shot of TMA. So they need that kill. They need Lou to get a little bit more, especially after just dying. He's sitting top of the net worth, and so are all 3 of these cores on the side of Azure Ray, but that still wasn't enough to win the last fight. The synergies are just too much.
Looking at the smaller items that they invested into, QIQX, Veil of Discord to amplify some of that magical damage, plus Phylactery, now also Kaya finished on Zeus. So looking good, like in terms of how much damage, how much damage they can deal. And PYW, he does have a Blink Dagger and going for the same item build as you mentioned. Dagon. It's also, I don't mind Dagon here because...
Spike Carapace, there it is. That is the combo that they needed. Chalice is going to be burned out and killed off with that chain light, or with that arc lightning.
To go back to Dagon point, it's a good way to burst Terrorblade and also kill his illusions instantly. This time he doesn't have Manta Style, so that means it's going to be less illusions to start with.
Right.
They need BKBs. They definitely need BKBs. Silence on the trap being delivered. That shard upgrade on Somnus, but I see like 3 BKBs being built. They don't want to get stunned, even though they have abilities that go through that debuff immunity, Supernova, Chronosphere. So
yeah,
they need to defend themselves because Carapace is very annoying. So is Zeus early on, Fiery Spirits.
Yeah. And they've got the mech now for a little bit of sustainability. FY's got that. Oh, I'm trying to think of if anybody, if we're going to see, say, a Lotus builder here for Azure Ray. They want anything like that, but not sure it's the best Lotus game. When you could probably, you're going to maybe be looking at FY going Guardian Greaves after picking up the Arcane Boots and the mech. So it's not going to be him, and your 5 position's going into a Glimmer Cape right now. Rocket Flare comes down, PYW. He's threw out the Spike Carapace, he goes into the Vendetta. Maybe they're going to look to go north and find a fight, but they are sticking together right now to go for Roche.
I don't know about this one. Maybe they thought
Azure
Ray was doing it, or just like faking it, because they definitely don't have the damage nor the sustain. There's what, 1 Sun Ray, but that's about it.
Clockwork gonna have a smoke broken. There's the dust. It's onto the Nyx Assassin. TMing getting low already. Mind Flare, as well as the Wrath of Nature. They mech him up. Hook shot on a 2. Sword Guardian's going to be dropped down on both of them, but he's got the Heavenly Jump to get out of the cogs. I don't know if it's going to matter. They've got the Telekinesis on the Dust. He's still alive. PYW ends up dead first. There goes Dust. Now Child's trying to fight with BKB going after Emo, but he's going to throw down that Chronosphere, who walks into it. They can't get the egg off. They'll lose QIQX. They've only lost Chalice so far. Time walk over. Zeal trying to TP out. They've got the cogs. They'll push him out of the TP. They'll get the kill. And 4 heroes dead on the side of IG, while Azure Ray, they dominate that exchange.
This time around, the execution much better on Azure Ray. Tianming traps 2 heroes inside the cogs after the hook shot into Solar Guardian and puts Zeus in a position where he has to use Heavenly Jump to get out of trouble, and right in front of Temporal Assassin buys a little bit of time with the Ghost Scepter, but it's not enough because he already used it. It's level 1, so long cooldown, and then they just disappeared. They know that you said that Terrorblade walked into Chrono. He was thinking about Sundering Chalice, I assume, because they already used everything. Nyx Assassin was dead at the time, so thought about saving him. And in the end, it's going to be them taking Roche on. So Terrorblade about to finish off his BKB. Somnus will pick up the Aegis, going into BKB next. And this Trap Silence is going to do amazing against all of these heroes pre-BKB. There's going to be so much control, just even a half a second of silence is going to cause issues. Chalice, BKB.
He's got BKB in 7 seconds. But there's the stun. Sunray on the FY. He might not be so fortunate. He's got the time walk out. Chalice now running forward, knowing he's got the BKB coming off cooldown. They're going to look over at Emo as well as Dust. They're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because here comes Somnus. They go to the hook shot. They've got the Social Sprout as well as the cogs. That pushes Emo. They get the kill onto this Faceless Void, and now they're going to look for more. Zeal trying to TP out. He's going to do so, and so will QIQX. Oh, no, he won't. Meld Strike one-shot. See you later. Let me get more charges on that Desolator.
Oh, and now we see IG kind of falling apart in some of these fights. They go on Dawnbreaker, but he's very tanky. Double Bracer, Van Brace, so extra magic resistance, Spirit Vessel, Magic Wand, and the BKB that was on cooldown when they initiated on. But another good hook shot from Tianming. First couple of hook shots not on point, but the last couple of them really crisp execution coming out from Tianming.
So there goes the tier 2. They're going to take that tower with ease after a fight like that. You've got the TA up to 8 charges on that Desolator, and foregoes the BKB for a moment, feeling confident enough to pick up a Dragon Lance. So at least holding off on that for a second. BKB's going to be back and available for Chalice in just 15 more seconds. And you've got Lou with his at 9 seconds ready to go as he picks up, or is picking up, a Silver Edge next. Dust. It's time to evacuate that area of the farm. And they were chasing for a moment with this smoke, but instead they'll go to the other direction, and they want to defend the tier 2 tower that's getting pushed forward on bottom lane. So right now, all good for Azure Ray, up 8,000 net worth. Where does the comeback start for IG? I would say not getting caught here on Emo. They've got the cogs, they'll surround him, and they'll get the kill.
I believe that was a trap silence as well.
Yeah.
That was.
Oh, and his courier loses the ulti orb.
And, oh, things are falling apart. Like, they need some big chrono after they lose Aegis, so 2.5 minutes. It needs to land on like 2-3 people with the Sunray Supernova combo.
Falling apart at the seams right now.
Yeah, I don't see it happening because Terrorblade is massive. Lou, again, having a really good game. BKB, SNY as well for some status resistance against Nyx Assassin.
So, bottom lane. This tier 2 not looking long for this world either, and they could probably also just take this Tormentor if they want. It's open to do so.
Templar Assassin can solo kill Tormentor, one of the few heroes. Ursa with Mask or just like some sustain from the neutral item, like Vampire Fangs, he can do it. With the double Melt Strike, Templar Assassin can solo it.
Oof. So FY getting that shard, and now he's got Arc Lightning. We were taking a look at the comparisons there. It showed up on your screen for just a moment between the offlaners, and you can see how much Chalice is doing. He's 7, 5, and 6 right now. He's got probably more deaths than he would like, but early on, the control has been there for him, and he has really helped out this team, especially with that Solar Guardian when he's able to drop it into these team fights. Not exactly feeling the presence of this Nature's Prophet, but unneeded in a kill where they're able to take Tian Ming out immediately. Dust gets that kill with the help of the Nyx Assassin, and they pick up another shard. This one going to Chalice. So they take out both Tormentors, and they're going to up that lead.
Ooh, that's a big one, because you have debuff immunity and free movement, Rogue Starbreaker.
While that's all going on, PYW going to drop to Lou, and Lou doesn't even need to use meta to get that kill. Look at this, Chalice v Zeal. Solar Guardian trying to leave, but the Chronosphere is going to be dropped down onto the Dawnbreaker, who will eventually die. But it takes a lot. And now Chrono's on cooldown with an Aegis expiring in 15 seconds, so maybe Azure Ray won't go too far forward. They do have this T. I say that, but they're all TPing into the outpost.
They
Onto
will
the
use
dark
this
outpost.
opportunity that Chrono's on cooldown. I still think it's worth it to get a kill like that. It's 600 gold for Emo. Aegis just expired. If they can dodge a fight, that's a pretty big dub for IG.
Wrap it around. Emo showing himself. There's the invisibility from Lou. He knows exactly where he's at. They use that rocket flare. Time walk the other way. Lou's sticking on him. And he's going to be following him into the gate. Oh, hook shot. Whoa, went with him. With the time walk. They're going to steal the time walk. They've got that trap down with the silence, but Emo's still trying to get out of this one. They have the vision, but they don't have a way to stop the TP. They get QIQX. And that BKB was committed by Lou, but not the kill they really wanted to get.
Yeah, once you connect with the hook shot, like if it's in the code that it's on the hero, you have the right launch settings, it's gonna go. It's gonna follow.
Oh,
even if you like blink, use a time walk.
Time walk back. He's surviving. Now they're gonna look over at Dust. Zeal thinking about TPing in, but he already knows that this guy might be just dead on his screen already. Time walk in. Telekinesis. Emo's courier dies again with the ulti orb. Emo.
Just switch the items. Don't pick up any ulti orbs. It seems like that's that's the item that the courier loses it. Like, where's my delivery? It's not there. Something's messed up. He's going for Scotty next, so at least he bought a first orb and managed to finish off his Manta style. But now off to the high ground they go. They know that there's no Zeus. Chronosphere on cooldown for another 25 seconds.
Killing off that ulti orb twice, killing the courier. That's going to frustrate Emo. They're doing the fourth type of damage, which is emotional damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So this is a 14,000 net worth lead. Lou sitting at top of the net worth. Silver Edge finished here for Lou, and he's going into the Hurricane Pike and then the Hex next.
I like how you laughed at your own joke after.
I laughed at you laughing very quietly.
They've
got the silence, and he's going to try and time walk away. So Guardian Muse, they've got the break on him. Chalice thinking with him, the Starbreaker, but a good stun coming in from QIQX. That's enough to keep Emo alive with the time walk, but look at the damage coming out of PYW. They've got another one going their way, as FY gets credit for that.
Oof. That Force Staff keeping Emo alive. He also needs to be super careful about using Manta style aggressively to try farm with it. Because that silence, if it's another 0.12 seconds, Rubik would be in vicinity to get the lift off. Still, network advantage keeps going onto Azure Ray side with each minute. Now we're sitting at 14,000.
Double damage.
Ooh. Whose ulti orb was that?
Emo's.
I saw one on the screen for a second. Making me nervous. Couple of bounty runes picked up there by Chalice and Lou. It's finished off that Hurricane Pike. So, see how much that's going to help him. He's got one, and well, going into the Silver Edge as well as TA, maybe they'll see Somnus pick up a Hurricane Pike as well. He's already got the Dragonlance portion of it. But that'll be some time. And Azure Ray, they've got control of the entire part of the map, so like you said, net worth just always expanding.
Roshan is on Radiant side, so they're gonna go for it, but they need to be careful. I don't know if they can just go in and take the fight, because if IG is close enough, they get like 2-3 man Chronosphere with Egg, Nature Prophet ulti, Zeus ulti. I could see them winning this fight. It's just that they're very slow.
They're not committing to walking into the pit. It's already too late. So that'll be Roche. Aegis Chi still sitting on the ground. Okay, there we go. Lou picked it up, taking some time. And 5-man smoke coming through from Azure Ray, looking to push through and finish off this game potentially with a team wipe if it goes their direction. But after they smoked, they're sending the supports top while they cut through the other side of the map for Azure Ray with their cores.
Seems like they want to sandwich them. IG just got rid of 2 observer wards.
Did you see that 3-man stun from the Centaur creep? That's going to give an advantage here for Azure Ray. Dust in trouble, PYW on the run. They sprout up Chalice, who's stuck in the trees. And they are able to escape, but that could have been devastating.
Whew, they managed to kill the Zeus, who just invested all of his gold into Nimby. They're playing assassin type of a game. Blue having Silver Edge, Somnus going into Silver Edge of his own. It seems like it. They are also prepping for Faceless Void, like level 25, and then you have 2 break mechanics, because this is the only talent in the game that is being broken for some reason. Maybe it would be too powerful if he has like backtrack and it's not counterable, but yeah, a bit of a weird one, I would say.
I think it shouldn't be able to be broken.
Like, oh, we broke your 30-second Thunder cooldown, you can't use it. Because it's like tied to his passive or something, I guess.
Blue? He is now rooted under a sentry, off by himself, but IG don't really know that, so they don't go for this kill. So that's Silver Edge. He's trying to just be sneaky, maybe find somebody. He's also going for the Swift Blink next.
Radiant are Now scanning.
What's flying out here for the Templar Assassin? There's that Hurricane Pike I talked about. I thought maybe he'd get that after the Silver Edge, but commits to that before. There's really without the kills, they got Roche, and then they've just been farming the map, and it's gone from 14 to 20,000 net worth ahead.
That map is definitely shrinking. The thing about Faceless Void, Phoenix combo, like they rely on long cooldowns. So if they misuse Chronosphere or if they have buybacks, it's relatively easy to fight into that, especially if you have like 20k gold lead. And FY, he's been very annoying. Like look at his itemization. Guardian Greaves, Glimmer, and has neutral items, so Ogre Seal Totem, Stolen Time Walk with the reverse Time Walk with the Shard, so what he wants to do is get in and out of the trouble, like try to bait some of the spells. Look at him.
Oh my, okay, FY. We get it. You're good at this, hero. That was amazing. Solar Guardian's going to come out over mid while he's going to just distract that Nyx Assassin. The egg goes off. The Time Walk out. They've got the cogs down. They're still trying to go. They've got themselves the trap that silences up Emo. They get the kill on the Faceless Void. They're going to pop the BKB on Lu and look over at QIQX. They'll take it a second. It's a double kill for Lu to finish off TM Ming as Dust gets a kill there with that Arc Lightning and another trap to silence him up. While Dust has to watch as they're unable to break the tier 3 with the glyph up.
Still gonna respect the damage coming out from Dust.
Oh, trapped down, Meld, Sunder, and down goes Dust. Another kill here for Lu. There's the Impale landing as well as the Dagon Mind Flare combo on a Chalice, but it's not enough to get the kill onto the Dawnbreaker. They're gonna buy back on the Phoenix. That's not enough though. They're gonna need a little bit more, and Emo doesn't want to buy back, so it almost feels as though they are conceding this mid-set of racks while also committing the buyback on QIQX, who doesn't have Supernova.
Well, they could still go bottom. Nyx with the stun.
Impale and Lu, and now no Sunder for 10 seconds. Take the Aegis. Can they get anything more? Chalice not working with a lot of health, but enough to get the kill on a PYW with the help of Somnus. Sprout again, telekinesis from FY to throw Lu onto the low ground. And they will walk out of the base and pick up this Wisdom Rune. Oh no, Emo, please! There was a courier there with an ulti orb that almost got spotted by Lu.
That's the last ulti orb he's gonna buy. Maybe, I don't know if he wants to buy Lincoln's. Probably not in this game. I feel like he needs slightly more damage inside a Chronosphere. So I'm gonna go for Mjolnir, but yeah, he bought the ulti orbs 2 out of 3 times. The courier did die. There is another shard available from Mentor if they want to kill it.
Yeah, but Emo's there. Kill the Tormentor or kill the Faceless Void? That is the question. Or do both. Lu's got shard now, so Demon Zeal. Always good to get for free. TB going into the Abyssal Blade next as he's picked up that Swift Blink.
Lu was thinking about different itemization, getting Orchid, which he had in Quick Buy, then Hex at one point, now going for Abyssal Blade, so in the end, it's going to be the real carry items, but what they want to do is lock onto one target and kill it because they have Blink, Abyssal available on Dawnbreaker as well.
Use that Thunder God's Wrath, and they will not be getting a kill onto the Terrorblade, but Chrono, BKB, Solar Guardian going to be dropped down. They'll evacuate the Chrono. Hookshot's actually going to split the seams and miss. Icarus dive off to the side while loses that Sunder on the Dust. They're going to chase. They're going to look for everything they can to finish off this game. They get the kill on the Dust, take up the Zeus. Now Zeal's next on the menu. Spirit Vessel on him. Chalice moving forward. FY with the Blink as well as the Fade Bolt. They get the kill on Zeal. That's going to be a second one dead with no buyback. Telekinesis with a Meld Strike. They've got a third in BYW. And now the top tier 3 and the set of racks are going to be in trouble, but they'll glyph to hold them on.
Classic Emo move. Like, if he gets the Chrono and there's no BKB on Templar Assassin, maybe they could get the kill there, but immediate Solar Guardian from Chalice. And
they just called GG. So, yeah. Azure Ray get the victory 2-0 over IG.
Not really a surprise. I feel like IG had good drafts. There was nothing wrong with their drafts in both of these games. It was just